I think the biggest thing is, it's never easy. Doesn't matter, and I told him it doesn't matter if it's the first round or the state championship. It's never going to be easy, when your season's over. And what we've asked of those kids is just give us everything they have, and they've done that. We talk about, and maybe in our last interview, I talked about writing your own story, and I said that you've written a story that's going to give you guys memories. It's given kids, that are 5 years old all the way up to 80 years old memories of where you've taken us on this ride here this last week and throughout the season. So, it's going to hurt right now, but they got a lot to be proud of. Just obviously Carroll was kind of a buzzsaw tonight, and we just weren't able to overcome that.
They got a lot of second and third opportunities, offensive rebounds, loose balls. Some of
the things that I think we had done here the previous two games, and even maybe a couple games in the regular season, they were the aggressor. And that's not a shot to our kids. I just think, Carroll got a little momentum going, and they kind of got downhill on us, and we weren't able to get in the way and stop it very quickly. And that's credit to Carroll and Coach Beeson and those guys. So,
we came out at halftime, got the bucket, and cut it to 8. And then we thought maybe cut a little momentum, but then they went on a 7, 8, 9 run.
Yeah, it was games of runs, and ours were 2 and 4 points, and maybe 6, and theirs were 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. So, over the course of a time, that takes an 8-point lead to a 14-point lead to a 20-point lead. So we were just going to answer enough. We just didn't have enough, and like I said, give them credit. They were really physical and up in us a little bit, and we didn't handle that as well as we would like to early. Got us out of a rhythm a little bit offensively, and just weren't able really to ever get into a rhythm offensively.
When you look back at this game, and I'm sure as a coach, there's a lot of things you're going to kick yourself about, but what are going to be some things that you remember about this game?
I don't know if you could do that at every game, but I think the biggest thing for us is we've got a lot of sophomores and juniors that are going to have a lot of big games. So the moment has never been too big for us, and I think we'll have to remember that going forward. And Coach Torres talked about it. It's going to stick there. We had some sophomores that are seniors that were sophomores when we were here 2 years ago, and a lot of us made those same comments to us to say, hey, we're going to work our tails off to get back here, and they did that. Now we should kick the door down, and obviously we didn't get it done tonight, but this group's relentless, and we're going to get back to work, and just feel bad for the 3 seniors. And obviously we're able to push through, and for those guys, Hunter and Aiden started a lot of games for us, and now they're coming off the bench, so you change their roles. Matt didn't start much as a junior, but now started a lot. It's just the way the pieces fit this year. It's just kind of the way we went. So credit to them, because you tell a senior that started for a year or two that, hey, you're not starting anymore. They could have found greener grass somewhere else, but they never quit, and they got after it. Both of them had injuries, Aiden and Hunter. Matt had some illness. He battled all year. So just credit to those seniors, preparing our juniors and sophomores for the game tonight. Obviously we didn't play well, but we're confident in our kids that hopefully we'll be back here sooner than later.
And when you look back on this year, when you guys were playing at your best, it seemed like you were as good as anybody in the area. What are you going to remember about this season?
Yeah, I think is understanding that it was kind of a 3-act play for us. We got off to a hot start, 9-1, ranked in several polls. Even after Christmas, I think we won the first couple games, and then we actually got healthy and this and that, and then all of a sudden it just our roles got a little bit out of whack, and maybe people weren't understanding where shots come from or where the ball needed to get to, or defensively who was going to be our stopper, who's going to guard their best player, and all those things. Then once we got that shaken out, I felt like when we were at our best, we could compete with anybody. Wish we would have gave Carroll a little bit better game tonight, but obviously we didn't get that done.